Hello students, to continue with chapter 2 Federalism part 3. It is clear that constitutional provisions are necessary for the success of federalism, but these are not sufficient. If the federal experiment has succeeded in India, it is not merely because of the clearly laid out constitutional provisions. The real success of federalism in India goes to the nature of democratic politics, which ensure that the spirit of federalism, the respect for democracy, that is, the respect for diversity and desire for living together, became a shared ideal in our country. Let us study in detail how is federalism practiced in India. So federalism is practiced in India in three ways. Number one, linguistic states. Number two, language policy. Number three, central state relations. So first one is linguistic states. That is, the states are created in India on the basis of language. Since 1947, the boundaries of several old states of India were changed in order to create new states. This was done to ensure that people who spoke the same language lived in the same state. Some states are also created not on the basis of language but on the basis of culture, ethnicity, or geography. These includes Nagaland, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand. When the demand for the formation of states on the basis of language was raised, some leaders feared that it would lead to the disintegration of country. Central government was also not willing for some time, but the experience has shown that the formation of states on the basis of language actually has made the country more united. It has also made administration easier. Second is language policy. Our constitution did not give the status of national language to any one language. Of course, Hindi is identified as official language, but Hindi is the mother tongue of only 40% of Indians. So, there are many safeguards to protect other languages. Beside Hindi, there are 21 other languages recognized as scheduled languages by the Constitution. A candidate in an examination conducted for central government position may opt for any of these languages. States too have their own official languages. Much of the government work take place in the official language of the concerned state. According to Constitution, the use of English for official purposes was to stop in 1965. However, many non-Hindi speaking states demanded that the use of English should be continued. In Tamil Nadu, this movement took a violent form. The central government responded by agreeing to continue the use of English along with Hindi for official purpose. But promotion of Hindi continues to be the official policy of the Government of India. Promotion does not mean that central government can impose Hindi on states where people speak a different language. So there is flexibility in language policy of India, which shows that Indian leaders help to avoid any kind of situation like Sri Lanka find itself in. Third one is central state relation. For a long time, the same party ruled both at the center and in most of the states. This meant that state government didn't exercise their rights as autonomous federal units. They used to obey the orders passed by the central government. But when the ruling party at the state level was different, the parties that ruled at central, they tried to undermine the powers of states. In those days, the central government often misused the constitution to dismiss the state government that were controlled by other parties. This undermined the spirit of federalism. But now all has changed after 1990. During this period, there is rise of regional political parties in many states of country. This is also known as the beginning of new era, the era of coalition governments at the center. Since no single party got a clear majority in the Lok Sabha, the major national parties had to enter into alliance with many parties, including several regional parties, to form a government at central level. This led a new culture of power sharing and respect for the autonomy of state government. This trend was supported by major judgment of Supreme Court that made it difficult for central government to dismiss state government in arbitrary manner. Thus, federal power sharing is more effective today than it was in the early years after the constitution came into force. Thanks for watching.